What up, y'all? On today's episode of Sitdown with Mark, I interviewed my good friend Eric O'Neill, who's training to be an MMA fighter. Currently on hiatus due to family things going on, so I had a chance to catch up with him and get to pick his brain about him being an MMA and how it came about that to be happening. Listen, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Anybody want to be interviewed, let me know. Hope y'all enjoy
Hey
this
man, what's
interview.
going on with you?
I'm good. How you, man?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm wonderful. Just home, chilling with my son. Got done from just got back from couples therapy. Everything's golden. And I see at itself. Okay, let's see if that changes.
Yeah. Thank you for sitting down with me, man.
Of course, man. It's a pleasure.
Oh yeah, we don't exchange pleasantries, man. We're gonna get right into it. With you knowing how dangerous MMA can be, how did you get into it?
So that's a really really long story. So I'm just gonna give y'all the really short version of it. So I got to MMA off of wanting to learn how to defend myself. Now, what happened was back in 2014, me and a girl, we were dating and whatnot, and it had like something that happened at a nightclub, whatnot. Me and this guy were mouthing off, got into a fight, and I really didn't know how to defend myself back then. So, yeah, basically he swung at me. My instincts is like to duck and maybe swing back, but that's my instincts now. Back then, I really didn't have any thought of how to protect myself. So I ducked. Somebody was getting hit. It wasn't me, unfortunately, but it was just a whole big thing where out of that, I had a lot of shame and a loss of confidence in myself. So over the next few years, the number one thing that got me started, actually getting into martial arts, that was my motivation, was I got home, I bought the first UFC EA, EA sports game. It came out in 2015. So yeah, that came out in 2015, but I had already been introduced to UFC, watching some events and whatnot, way back in the day. So I started looking, I'm like, man, this is something I want to do. So I came back up Durham. I started at United Thai Boxing and MMA, and that's right down the street in Durham. And there are a bunch of good people. I got my son here with me. Yeah. So yeah, I started down there, and I just started building my skills. So it went from me doing Muay Thai to stop going to the gym. I had went there hardcore that first year, and then I'm not sure what happened, but I had ended up taking a break, and then I went to Taekwondo, and then Jiu-Jitsu gym. Then here I am now, taking a little bit of hiatus because I really want to take care of my family first and foremost before I go to pursue my dream. That's just the way that life came at me, and family's more important than any dream. So yeah, that's how I got into me. Basically, it went from me wanting to learn how to defend myself to me actually liking the feeling of being there and testing myself, like the ultimate competition. That's what it is. And I just fell in love with it, man. I've been following it passionately ever since 2014.
Yeah. Um, Doing MMA, man, what does it mean to be a fighter?
No, we can't wear rain boots tonight, girl. Maybe later. Maybe later. You can hear the little guy over here getting upset, but he can't go on the rain boots. But what does it mean to be an MMA fighter? To me, it means putting, I hate to be cliche, but putting art through physical violence, sanctioned physical violence. You're expressing how you learn the sport, how you interpret it, how you pull different moves from different disciplines, and incorporate to your fighting style, incorporate to your matches, how you react to your opponent, and also how you teach people. I believe that's a big thing that a lot of martial artists won't really consider past their own fighting career, their own competitive career. And I believe the way you teach people is how you leave your legacy. and that. So yeah, being a physical artist, I'm almost like a boxer, but just about boxing use about with 2 fists or 2 limbs, and mixed martial arts, I would say you're using about 10 limbs. So
what separates you from other fighters?
So I am a student of the game, hence my my fight name, Sapan. I haven't added that to my topology, so it will be added very soon when I do become active. I like to watch people and learn, whether it be upcoming opponents, people who I've sparred with. I like to go and watch their matches. I like to pull things from all certain aspects and disciplines. And number one thing to me is there's no wrong technique. There's just a right time to use every technique. Okay, so say like most recent fight card in the UFC, Brian Hall versus Ilya Topuria. Him using I forgot which role it is. So I mean, it's not a bad technique. It's just there's a right time to use it. And I think that's what sets me apart from a bunch of people. Is a bunch of people will go out there and just throw realistically like maybe 15, 20 different techniques. For me, even on my little hiatus from competition, I've been practicing the same 10 advanced techniques and sticking to the basics. So when I do get back into the ring, which hopefully is sooner than later, hopefully something's going to come out good for me. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to see that I've been studying this whole time and I got better. And that, yeah, like I said, I'm a savant and turn into the ring into a dance floor.
Eric, if you could have one dream fight, who would it be and why?
A dream fight? That's a hard question. I was thinking about that one all day, and I narrowed it down from 25 to 3. So hopefully it helps. But I'm gonna go by my number one preference to my third preference. So my number one dream fight would have had to been. It would have had to have been Rory McDonald as right before his the phase of Rory McDonald right before his title fight with Robbie Lawler. So I wanted to fight. I would have loved the dream to fight Roy McDonald back then because he used the jab very effectively. Yes, so silly, Micah, so silly. He's a pro GSP. He was just nice and polished. There was a few matches that he had that time frame that were a little messy, but thank you. Can you go sit? Hey, Micah, can you go feed fish? Yeah, can you check on the fish? Can you check on the fish for me? Yeah, check on them. I'm sorry. part of being a dad.
Oh yeah.
I lost my train of thought a little bit. But yeah, just check on them. You don't have to pull them out. Just check on them. Make sure they're okay, all right? But shoot, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Roy had it all. He was very good at stand up. His wrestling was on point. I would say maybe his jiu-jitsu, but nowadays, I'm sure he's going ahead and showing that up. Plus, Roy McDonald was just one of my favorite fighters, if not my favorite one. That favorite fight that I talked about, him versus Robbie Lawler 2, was what really drew me into competitive MMA fights.
Eric, what do you want to be remembered for at the end of your MMA time?
I want to be remembered for making the best of my time, not going out there and rushing to get fights and have gym wars and showing my career. I know that sounds very silly because, I'm on hiatus right now, but as many people who follow me on social media will see I've been weightlifting a lot, been doing a lot of conditioning and whatnot. So when I do get back in there, then I'm ready to go. And I want people to remember when they see me that, anybody can do it. Because when I got into Well, I got into mixed martial arts and started studying it in 2014. I knew absolutely nothing about self-defense, absolutely nothing. I didn't even know how to throw a proper punch. Now that it's 2012, 2021, you know, I know all the arts of throwing your limbs and whatnot. I'm still studying, I'm still learning. And yeah, it just doesn't also just apply to mixed martial arts. If you find something interesting and you want to become the expert in it, there's really nothing stopping you. It's literally like there's so many avenues out in this world. All right, go check on fish. Yeah, they're waiting for you to check on them. The fish right over there. But yeah, there's so many avenues of expertise that you dedicate your time to and you find joy in. And I'm hoping that eventually that I'll get high enough in this. Yeah, Micah. Yeah, go check on your fish, son, please. But he is just like a energy. There's like a non-dying battery. But hopefully, I'm hoping to get to that level where I can be an instructor at the gym, whether it be in striking or BJJ or wrestling, and yeah, that's what I want to be remembered for.
It was fun talking to you, man. I really enjoyed it.
I appreciate it, man, and thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, man. You stay up and stay blessed, man.
You too.
All right. Take care.
All right, bye.